Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Where are we going? What are we making? This is what I think we're gonna do, guys. I think I'm gonna take everybody to Rome and we're gonna make this dish. And I'm gonna tell you where I had it. When you go to Rome and you get that opportunity, when you go down the main streets, you're gonna go down the tourist streets, and those are fantastic. But some of the best restaurants, some of the best meals, some of the best experiences you're ever gonna have are when you go down those kind of offshoot streets of Rome, a little bit further out from center. You're gonna find this beautiful mom and pop restaurant. They're gonna have these unbelievable dishes. You're gonna have a great experience. And that's where I had this recipe for the first time. And it's gonna be spaghetti alla arrabbiata. And arrabbiata in Italiano, it means angry. In this case, spicy. It's gonna be hot, like a Diablo. We're gonna use some spicy hots in there, and it's gonna be delicious. And what's great about this recipe, it's really fun, it's very simple, and it's fast to make. So what do you say? Let's go over ingredients, let's start having some fun. First thing you're gonna need is some spaghetti. Now, it doesn't have to be spaghetti. It can be really many different types of pasta, but traditionally in Rome, it's served with spaghetti. So you're gonna want 1 pound of spaghetti. Next, while in Rome, we're gonna want some San Marzano tomatoes, right? So in this case, we're gonna want some crushed tomatoes, San Marzano if possible. They're a sweet plum tomato, they're delicious. So if you can get those at the store, great. If you can get them crushed, great. If not, you can crush them. You can buy whole peeled tomatoes, and then you guys can crush them by hand, which is exactly what I did here. So I basically have about 2 cups, just under 1 pound of crushed tomatoes. Now we're gonna add one of my favorite herbs, something that's aromatic, that's delicious, that just says the island of Capri. It just screams Italy. We're gonna want basil. In this case, we're gonna want about 5 to 8 leaves, depending on size. And if you love basil, you can add a little bit more. Go crazy, have some fun in the kitchen. You're gonna want some olives, black olives, ideally, traditionally, pitted. You're gonna want about 20 olives, and we're gonna chop those up by 3s, each olive into 3 small pieces. Next, you're gonna want capers. They're so traditional in so many pasta dishes in Italy. And what they really are is they're really a flower that hasn't bloomed yet. And they're delicate, and they're herby and earthy, and they're floral notes, and they're just delicious. So we're gonna want 2 tablespoons of capers. Next, you're gonna need an onion. So depending on size, we're gonna take 1 whole medium onion. If you have a real big one, maybe half of a large onion, that'll be perfect. Next, guys, you're gonna need some garlic. Certainly one of my favorite flavors. It just screams Italy. It screams Puglia. It's that flavor of the earth of Italy, so delicious, and really a foundation of so much Italian cooking. So we're gonna want, in this case, we're gonna want 3 cloves of garlic. Now we want something to make the sauce angry, which really denotes like spicy, something that's gonna be hot, some red devil, some pepperoncini, okay? So we're gonna go 2 of them. And again, if you like it really hot, add 3, you know what I mean? Also, just remember the seeds in a pepper are what give it its spice, what give it its kick. So again, if you want it a little hotter, chop up the seeds a little bit and add those to the dish. In this case, I'm gonna add 2 pepperoncini peppers, red hot chili peppers, red little devils as they call them, and I'm gonna add the pepper and all of the seeds. Now we're gonna need traditionally our salt. I'm gonna use some Sicilian sea salt from Sicily. It's flaky, it's delicious, it's briny, it's earthy, it's nice and tender in its flavor. It doesn't hit you with a lot of hard salt. And we're gonna add some fresh ground pepper, only way to go. And last but not least, we're gonna need to add some extra virgin Italian olive oil, something grassy, earthy, peppery. Where would I go? Oh, I know. Hey, anybody new to our channel? We got to pay to keep the lights on, right? So I got to honor my sponsor here, and that's Vito and Joe. So I own a farm in Italy. It's in Puglia. It's just above the heel, and we co-op with a whole group of farms to bring you some of the best extra virgin, authentic Italian olive oil you're ever going to have. I have 2 sons, Vito and Joe, so I named the company after them. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, geez, where do I go to get it? I'm going to share it with you. Just go to my Facebook page or my webpage, Cooking Italian with Joe. Click Buy It Now. Grab yourself a few bottles. We'll love to drop ship it right to your front doorstep. We've got a large and a small bottle. And when I look at that, I always think of taking a trip to Italy right in a bottle. All right, enough chatting. Let's get cooking. First thing we got to get going on is that onion. We're going to start chopping that up, dicing it up into nice small pieces. Only going to need half. Onion is ready to go. I've got my saucepan here on low heat. I'm going to take a few tablespoons of Vito and Joe's olive oil. Beautiful. Guys, the onions are cooking. I've got my garlic now. I've got 3 cloves. If you like more, add 3. If you don't like so much, add 1. And I'm going to go ahead and give them a nice good crack. and we're gonna peel them. Oh, I love the aroma of garlic. You know, you take those onions and garlic and you get them in a pan, and it just fills the kitchen with the aroma of your childhood. All right, I got my 3 cloves of garlic. And guys, what I wanna do here is slice it. So I wanna see the garlic. Nothing huge, so nice thin slices. And now that my onions have cooked down, I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. You see how my onions are starting to get translucent in there? I don't wanna add my garlic too early because if you overcook garlic, it'll get bitter. So I wanna get my onions about 3/4 of the way cooked through, and then I'll add my garlic. Now I'm gonna add that garlic, perfect. Give that a nice stir, get it coated with the olive oil. Next, let's cut up our peppers. Again, I like it hotter, so I'm gonna keep all of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up, almost like long strips, and then I'm gonna turn it around. Get them all nice and cubed, and that's what I want right there, perfect. I'm gonna add my peppers to my onion and garlic. I'm gonna give this a good stir. Turn your heat way down now, really low. Now I'm gonna cut up my olives. I'm gonna say 1 or 2 slices. I don't want them so big, so something just like that will be perfect. Now I'm gonna add my olives, and I'm gonna add my capers. Give everything a really good stir. Once everything's stirred well for a few minutes, and the flavors are married, and it's brought up to a nice warm temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and add my crushed tomatoes. Give it a gentle stir. Now I need to add some salt, so about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. A good 1/2 teaspoon or more of fresh ground black pepper. Hey guys, now I've got medium heat, low to medium heat on my sauce. I want to bring that up to temperature, and I want to get it to bubble for a good 5 to 8 minutes. At which time I want my water here, my pasta water, to be bubbling, because I want to hit my pasta in my water and then transfer it with some of the pasta water right into my sauce. Man, this is going to be good. A couple other things that make this come out molto delicioso. You got to hit that red subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. That way it'll share our videos with other people who love Italian cooking. And certainly anytime you subscribe to our channel, hey, makes you part of the family. And I'll tell you what, it really means the world to me when you become part of our growing Cooking Italian with Joe family. As far as the olive oil, you probably already ordered it. It's probably already on its way. All right, what do you say? Let's get going on our spaghetti. Hey, we got a good bubble on our pasta water. Right then, I'm gonna add my spaghetti. The key to getting your pasta not to stick, plenty of water and stir it often. Our sauce is bubbling. I love it. Just give it a stir. So we're gonna cook this pasta sauce for a good 8 minutes before we transfer our spaghetti into it. Spend about 8 minutes. Our sauce is done. Real simple, guys. I'm gonna take my spaghetti and put it right in my sauce. I'm going to turn the heat down slowly here. I'm going to give it a nice stir. And with a little bit of the pasta water in there, it's just perfect. I got a perfect sauce. Now, while it's in the pan, I'm going to take, let's say, 5 or 6 leaves of basil first. Nice and fresh, uncooked, right? And then I'm going to tear them up, maybe by 3. And I'm going to go ahead and put them right in the sauce. And then stir them in. And then the heat from the pasta is going to cook down the basil really quick. I'm going to go ahead and plate it. Go ahead and hit it with a little cheese, Parmesan Reggiano. And then on our basil, maybe just a couple more leaves on the top to garnish it. Is that delicious or what, guys? Favorite time, taste time. Let's go ahead and plate a plate for yours truly. Give it a nice little stir. Give it a little volume. Top it off with just a slight little shave of cheese. And then a leaf of basil. All right, what do you say? Let's get a nice bite here. Does that look great? You can see the steam coming off. That's hot. It looks angry, doesn't it? It looks angry and delicious. All right, guys, here we go. Cooking Italian with Joe. Share a vision, taste a vision. Guys, I wish I could give it to you right through the camera. I really do. All right, here we go. Here comes the heat. First off, the aroma is to die for. You get the tomatoes, the capers, the basil, the garlic, the onion. It's so delicious. And you can get a little bit of the aroma of the heat, you know, from the pepper. Oh, the capers. The pasta's perfect. It's al dente, gives you a nice little chew to it. First thing that hits your tongue is the tomato. You're getting basil, and you're getting garlic, and you're getting onion, and the capers, and the olives. And then just to flavor that delicious pasta. And the longer it lingers in your mouth, you're getting more and more of that heat, you know. With every bite, you're intensifying the heat. You can get a real sense of how angry the spaghetti is. One more. Boy, what a delicious recipe, right? I can tell you what, not only is the spaghetti angry, my mouth is a little angry right now. Hey guys, thanks for taking a wonderful trip to Rome with me to make some angry spaghetti, some angry pasta. Remember, hit the subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, help other people enjoy our Cooking Italian with Joe videos. Also, remember, hit our website, grab yourself a few bottles of Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. Love to drop ship you a few bottles right to your front doorstep. I call it a trip to Italy right in a bottle. And last, guys, and my most important tip always of every week that I share cooking videos with you is, you know, once a month, a couple times a month, or even more, right? Get around the table with your family, make some recipes, have some fun, tell some stories, celebrate your heritage, and most important, guys, you're going to set traditions for you and your loved ones that last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey, guys, from my kitchen to yours, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.